Hey everybody, it's early December. Thanksgiving was a blast. Last week's video was short, so I think I'll combine it with this one, which means what I just said is kind of weird. But right now, I am going to haul cinder blocks that I got from Home Depot. Those are going to be for the footings. I still have to dig the footings and then put some of the stone in, and I've got to haul these guys out. I've got 2 more in my car, but I want to get those out just so I can get the work done out there and I don't have to keep coming back here. So I'll take you guys for at least one of those runs. I feel like all I ever do is haul stuff from the road to places. It's probably 60% of the time I spend out here is just back and forth. It's like perpetually moving in for 3.5 years, with the added bonus of moving some stuff out every weekend. I cheated last weekend and I brought my dishes home. Ooh, I lost the sled. I don't know how I did that. Too focused on talking to all of you, I guess. We have a little bit of snow, not a ton. I pre-dug the holes and I'm so glad because I can feel the first inch or two of the ground is now frozen, and that I left the dirt in there to keep it insulated. Oh, this is gonna stink. Oh, that's heavy duty. Whoops. Okay. Whew. And here we have the markout shed. So I am going to have to remember where the holes I dug were. But you can kind of see. So I think I'll be fine. All right, I'm going to get set up and I got to go get the other cinder blocks. I'll be back in a bit. Take a quick break before I reload. It's a nice space. You get a little sunshine. I love it here. Something I didn't really think about when I came here the first time with the cinder blocks, because I was kind of talking with you as I walked, was how helpful this snow is. I know it's like a dusting, it's like this thick, it's not much, but what it did was it made the sled slip right over it, and I couldn't believe it. The spot that you saw where kind of the rope fell off of me, it was because the sled started going faster than me. The rope came down and I walked right over it. I'm super glad I didn't trip over it and fall on my face while I was filming that, because that would have been, you know, embarrassing, and you know I would have shown it. But in any case, the only spot that wasn't kind of snow covered was right there, which is south facing. You know, it's got all of this sun going straight down. So, but I'm pretty excited. I've got all 4 cinder blocks out. I don't know how well you can see them, but I'm gonna have to take those markers and the rope out because that's where I gotta dig. But I'm gonna get probably the level out here. Well, no, I'll do that after I dig and get an idea. Well, I don't know. I'll do it after, just because it's not here. It's down at the campsite and I don't want to go down there. So I'm being lazy. Oh, found it. I thought it refroze or something. That was bad. I got nervous. I cannot begin to articulate how grateful I am that I pre-dug these holes and that I left the dirt in them, because the first 3 inches is frozen solid. You saw me like pull these things out like they're plates, and then you get this warm, well, maybe not warm, but really good soil. I mean, I should save some of this for a future garden. It's all over the place. What am I talking about? Okay, now that I've started the first one, I'll speed this up. So I realized I did the same mistake I did with the wall tent, whereas I put the 12 foot on center, but the problem is if I put the cinder block on center, the skid is only going to come halfway over the cinder block. The skid should come all the way over. And I was going to go straight to the end of the cinder block, which means a 12 foot beam. I certainly don't want to have to go any bigger than 12 because that would cost a fortune. So I just kind of tucked this in a little bit. This one, I think that one and that one are going to be upright, I believe, and this one will be this way because of the heights, and that's just eyeballing it, but that's my best guess. So I just needed enough space for this to be upright and basically have the edge in line with that line. And this one is fine because, oh, I guess it's not. It's the same problem. So it really needs to come in. So I did the same exact thing. Don't let me do that again, guys. All right, I think I figured out how to adjust for this. So I will dig out the original hole, but I'm going to dig it further in, and then the depth of the hole, the center, will be moved so that I can put the cinder blocks in the correct place. I'm really glad I figured this out on the first one. Plus, the first one was super easy to dig. I'm not optimistic that they'll all be that easy, but that one was super easy to dig. So if I'm going to make a mistake, it was definitely on that one. And it's a giganto hole right now. I probably need to put some dirt back in there because it's like way, way, way too big. But I have this figured out. Okay, I think I'm going to go get some stone and fill up these holes and then put the cinders where they will be. I might measure out the stakes right now because I've moved all 4 of them. Just make sure we're still square. I'll do that first, then I'll go get some stone, and then we'll pour it in. I'm excited. All right, I got the stone in each hole, and I have the cinder blocks all up right now. So I'm gonna hike down to base camp. I'm gonna get my laser level. I'm gonna make sure it's not locked this time. I did learn from that mistake. And then let's see where we're at. I've got them all obviously facing the same direction. If I need to lay one of them down, like that one over there. No, wait, not that one. That one. Then I will, but I don't think I'm going to need to. I think I might need to leave it where it is and then just possibly raise the others a little bit. So I'll go down there and get that. I'm also going to get the little levels so that I can just make sure that each of these cinders are, reasonably level. They'll obviously move a bit before the load is on it, but it's nice when you get here with the beams and you don't have to tinker too much. So get it at least mostly there. All right, I think it's good. It's not locked and it's balancing. Yep. Remember these measurements: 3 1/4, 5 1/8, 5 1/4. These guys are doing pretty good. 6 3/4. Okay, so what's the difference between this 11 1/2, 15 1/2, so 4 inches. What did we say this was again? 6 3/4. 4 inches brings it to 2 3/4. These guys are good at 5 1/2, we'll call it. So the question is 2 1/2 inches more of stone and then turn it on its side, right? You guys are doing the math with me, right? Although on this one, this would have to go down. Shit, so let's restart. This one is 3 1/4. You guys are supposed to remember that for me. So 3 1/4 is the furthest down. Because I don't want to put any of them further down, I would only like to raise them up. Oh wait, no, I have that backwards. No, I have that backwards. This can be raised to 5. Woo, good catch. So basically 5 1/2 off the laser is what we're looking at. This one's got to come up about 2 1/4. Flip 2 1/2, and these two are pretty good. So 2 1/4, 2 1/2. Okay, that's easy to remember. So I went and got some more stone so that I can bring this up a couple inches. I'll also fill them in a little bit once I've got them fully level. These two are perfect, but I do need to tamp them down more, so they're going to need probably another inch or two of stone as well, so because you need to get it nice and hard packed. The idea is when the ground freezes, the stones will absorb some of the movement of the ground with the frost heaves. I don't know if that's a real thing. That's kind of what I made up in my head, so that's why I do it this way. Ask me in a couple of years if that was a good idea. At least for right now, down at the campsite, it's working well. The laser level works quite well, and in fact I could see it from my car, which was pretty shocking. You guys have come with me for that run. I mean, it's not the longest walk, but it's not close either, and I was surprised. I looked up and I saw the green beam just hit my eye. I was at just the right level, so I guess I should probably try to block it off a little bit because my car is parked next to a road. I don't want people being blinded by my laser level, but I'll go ahead and get this added up, start tamping these things down. It's already like 3:10. I got here at like 11:10. I was supposed to get here at 12:30, but I ran early, like leaving, cleaning at Home Depot, pretty much the whole bit. I ran early, so I thought I would be done by like 2 because I got up here so early. I'm glad I got up here early because I needed the time. We have less than an hour till sundown, and I'll tell you, with the sun already down over the hill, it's going to start to get dark pretty quickly. My poor GoPro is not going to be able to see anything. It's going to digitize everything, so... Alright, really the last thing to do is make sure these guys are level. They're definitely not now. And I'm working from this front section because that's the what's level, or wherever the line is where I'm working from. So this back needs to go down. There you go. Yep. That was not my friend. All right, 4 for 4. All on target. Yes. All right. That is exciting. Got the wood stove going. It's not really that dark in here. It's just this camera. It's about 28, I would say. Let's see how long it takes to get this guy nice and warm. Morning. It's a beautiful day. I am really sore though. Yeah, turns out that was a lot more work than I was thinking it was yesterday. So I think I'm gonna be heading out. It's one of those days I woke up and I could barely move and I thought, yep, I think I finished. The good news is I did exactly what I needed to. I'm gonna need to rent a truck because I got a bunch of lumber I gotta get out here. But I'm hoping to get the skids and potentially at least the platform lumber out here pretty quickly. And if I rent a truck, I might actually just try to grab all the lumber in a couple of runs. That way I don't have to, you know, rent a truck a second time. But I'll show you the campsite with a little bit of snow. It's really pretty. I pretty much got everything packed up and ready to go. Got to grab a couple things at high ground where we were working yesterday, but other than that, I'm on my way out. Thanks for joining me.